The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. First carry for Raquel Armstead. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. Quez Watkins, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Rosen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. the gun. Here's Josh Rosen. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Browns 0. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play that time out of Chubb. 51 yards.
First down, Browns.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They run. Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. They set up the screen to Chubb. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Mayfield on play action. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
4th down.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Rosen will throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
First and 10.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he stopped immediately there.
Nick Chubb
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
line of scrimmage.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Second and 10. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, second and 15. Following the penalty, Chubb.
Mayfield with the give to Nick Chubb. He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. They go play action. Mayfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Ball carrier.
It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7. Browns nothing.
They go with Chubb on second down, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Play fake. Mayfield. And it's complete. Cooper. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And
we often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
first down. They'll run with Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And he'll let this one go. And got his man complete. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's a loss of a yard.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ryan Switzer with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence Some fortitude and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to let it go again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Quez Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Covered by C.J. Henderson.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Miles Jack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Wilson made the tackle.
Well, I think think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to put the football away to end this one.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. On first down, it's Rosen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Lambo to add on the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Jaguars 34, Browns 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's...
And Mayfield again with the interception. His third. Picked up by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 21, check the quarter. What's the curl?
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. And Anderson's got it. The 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Rodney Anderson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars continue to roll.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports halftime report. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 33. Check.
Now Mayfield. Going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return will stop right around the 25. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Josh Oliver, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Lambo on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Josh Lambo, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They give to Chubb out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Cleveland.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. He completes it to Tate. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Complete to Auden Tate. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Alert, 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 alert. Regular.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Open man is Switzer, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
A gain of
7 yards there and a first down. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Willie Snead. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns able to get this one back to within at least some measure of respectability. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Mayfield with it once more. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about.
15.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Rosen on 1st and 10. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's caught at the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, 73 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. He uncorks it for Snead. And that's going to be incomplete. Mayfield's good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's taken to the 26. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, 61 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And that touchdown reception. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15... mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
her at it.
My grandmother did the same. It smelled the Browns drive about to get started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 work.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And now it's Rosen looking. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, 53 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Jaguars 69, Browns 15.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Switzer on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
He was covered by C.J.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. That's pulled in at the 32. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check. You got nothing there. You got nothing. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Bound to lose one. Hey, check Mike. Monday. Check Mike 21. You can't block me. Hug. You can't block me. Check 50. Check 50. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Anderson, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's going to go deep for Conley. It's caught inside the 25.
Yeah, it's on.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Past the 20. And they do finally get him. But he makes it all the way to the 6.
The tackle made.
A big play there out of the running game. 44 yards on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Flushed out right. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, and it's 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. He uncorks it for Snead. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Jamie Gillen.
You always think about picking up the 1st down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, 45 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
You have fun.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Browns drive about to get started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. And again, it's Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Austin Hooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
88, Browns 22.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 57 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
You. Watch twist.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars continue to roll.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Touchdown. Quez Watkins. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Mayfield on play action. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Going to the air again with Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 for the 23.
At the 23.
He'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. A quick throw, but incomplete.
On the fake extra point. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive? And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A big offensive explosion.